4 times a year, we get this special day that all traders and investors celebrate. What's going on, everyone? Jeremy Ritz here. Courage pays better than fear trading, and happy NVDA earnings day from mine to yours. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And yes, NVIDIA does report at market close today, and it is going to be monumental. We will get decisiveness following the king reporting. And should they crush it, thread the needle, hang the moon, pitch a perfect game, whatever you want to call it, it will lift the markets. It will cause the next leg up to 7,000 because NVIDIA is so heavily weighted in the index, and we will see a massive run. But if it doesn't, if it's off by just one number, if the forward guidance is just a little soft, if market makers don't like one tiny little data point, then down we go. And that's why this report is so important. Because it's not just NVIDIA who is going to be impacted by this. It's going to be the rest of the stock market. Market makers, investors want to see, what is the future of AI? Are there other developments out there that are going to bring on more productivity, more revenue? Is Jensen Huang, CEO of the company, going to address the concerns and fears around people losing jobs to artificial intelligence? All those things are going to come into play. And it's just going to be massive. Now, if we look at the last few times they've reported, it has not been a great response by the stock. In fact, the last report in November, we did see a big jump, right? Big gap up. Everything was running. Everybody was like, yo, here we go. Bulls were celebrating, popping the champagne. But then the next day, if you remember, the SPX popped. We were up like 130 some points, and then bang, dropped it. And it triggered a short-term pullback. It wasn't a correction because it wasn't 10%. If you go back prior to that, it's pretty much a nothing burger. I think it gapped down. And really, to find the last time that NVIDIA reported where there was a structurally strong move or just pushed and squeezed and went higher and took the rest of the market with it, you'd have to go back to May of 2024, whenever they reported blowout earnings and did a stock split at that point, 10-1. That gap held, and that was the last really big push from NVIDIA. And here's the reality here. This company is maturing. It has grown so much. It probably does not have a $20, $30 gapper in it. That's just not likely for where this company is at this stage in the game. And I think a really strong performance from the stock following its report would be somewhere in the range of $7 to $10. That would be a pretty significant move, because the stock is trading at about $195 right now as I'm recording this. It's pretty significant. So I think gone are the days of the big, massive $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 moves. Now, I hope I'm wrong, because it would lift the entire market and there'd be a lot of prosperity to be enjoyed by all. But I think this company has matured somewhat. And so what do I think that's going to happen? Well, if we're just looking at what has transpired here over the last several reports, it's either been gap up, fade down, or nothing burger. So I think we're probably going to fall into that category unless, again, they share something that really generates lots and lots of optimism, that gets people excited, that gets people to think about another area of AI that they weren't thinking about, that's going to impact the economy, that's going to help the job market. That's what it's going to take. And who knows if we're going to get that. So we shall see, because if you look at the rest of this week, there's no data today of significance. There's no data of significance on Thursday. Now, Friday, we do get the producer price index. So that's going to obviously carry some weight because it's an inflation report. And so we'll see. But right now, what I don't like is the market is running up into NVIDIA earnings. I don't like that, because it could be setting everybody up for a massive rug pull. Everybody's piling in saying, oh man, here we go, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon, and pull the rug out, drop it, and then we trigger that correction. So who knows where it's gonna go? I'm gonna say flat to nothing burger, or it gaps up and fades down like it has been doing. And until we see differently, that's what I'm gonna stick with. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What happens with NVIDIA earnings? Gap up, gap down. And as always, I appreciate you watching this show. Make it a great day. Honor the moment. And as always, be grateful. Take care, everyone.